Got off at a decent time today so I could get some stuff done and do a little short evening hunt. I have no release for my bow. Something that rarely happens. Now the reason why this happened this time, I gave it to Bo to play with the other day to keep him quiet. He was getting a little agitated while we were driving the other day. And I didn't want to hear it, so I threw him something that he's never really seen before. It worked. And it worked a little bit too well. As a matter of fact, he has put my release somewhere. And I don't know where it's at. I've searched the Jeep from wheels to roof. I have no clue where that thing went. I'm hoping it's at the house. So since I'm not able to hunt, went ahead, got the chores here at the barn done. And I do have to run and grab some stuff for the project I told y'all I was working on. I'm working on the foundation of the house. Y'all got to see this crap. This is ridiculous. You talking about award-winning first-time home buyer mistake right here. Give it to me, guys. Give it to me. All right, let's get it wrapped up and let's head out. Stop wasting time. So we have horrible archer for letting son play with the bow release. And we have horrible first-time home buyer because my foundation is completely f***ed. And then we have one that I just remembered. But you remember the other day when I grabbed my self-climber out of the private property? The turkeys came, but that was the only thing that showed up. Didn't bump any deer. Everything went smooth. There's one little piece that did not go smooth. Remembering to retrieve all the gear from the tree. Like my hooks that were spiked into the tree, or my safety line for my harness that was still all the way up at the top of the tree. So now I have to grab the self-climber back, go all the way back in there again without bumping anything, and retrieve all my gear out of the tree. I have no clue what was going through my head when I did. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I was just so focused on not scaring off anything that that I was just like, grab the stand, get the hell out of there. Well, but it's okay. I'm like a ninja. I can sneak in, sneak out, nothing hears or sees me. I think. So when you buy a house with a foundation about 200 years old, you have some repairs to do because everybody else wants to patch and patch and patch. And by the time it gets to a person who cares about taking care of their home, they have to go through a lot of hell to bring it back to life. So we are here today for this. Oh, yeah. 2 of these. So now, gotta hurry up and get home so I can spend some time with the kids before they go to bed. And of course, Chelsea too. Okay, so back at the house, spent time with the family. Edited some photos from past events, but getting ready for the rest of the vlog. But I want to show you the foundation problem that I have. We gotta take this outside. See, I have started ripping up the front porch. Yeah, that's I gotta get this done before the colder months hit. But I think we'll go to this spot right here. This is just a little taste of what I have to deal with on the foundation of the house, and that's like 6 inches of space, but you'd be amazed at how much of a draft that will cause on the inside of the house. Oh yeah, that's just a little bit more. It's about 2 inches of a gap, goes down for a little bit. That's not good. There's actually some more areas like that on the foundation underneath the porch. And I was trying to figure out why it was like that. I don't know why it's like that, but I did find rocks when we bought the house on the side of the driveway, which we used to make a little fire pit where we just wanted to hang out and the kids could make s'mores or whatever. The shapes of them was kind of like, these are perfect to build something with. Yeah, the foundation of the house. I don't know why they're missing. I honestly don't know why, but I'm going to hopefully fix that problem. When you have so many people patching up a problem instead of fixing it initially, then you wind up with a bigger problem. So we're slowly working through it. We're learning from our mistakes and our failures, and you know that again, here's another thing where you're just gonna have to push forward. But let's stick with the goal for tonight, and that's talking about camo. Man, camo. Isn't there such a big debate on camo? Alright, so this is my camo. I got my pants down at the bottom, and I have my shirts or jackets, tops, whatever you want, my bottoms, my tops. Everything starts from basically summer and early season and works its way into a mid-season to the late season. When I first started hunting, I think I was about 12 years old. I was doing small game with friends of mine. We weren't wearing camo. The older I got, I slowly got into like getting more specific with my hunting and basically following along with how the generation was at the time. I didn't have anybody really teach me how to hunt specifically. I had to learn on my own, and it basically fell under a day where we were having hard times, harder than what we were used to. I had no job, and I was sitting at home while the wife was at work filling out applications. Got done filling out applications, and I was thinking to myself, what am I going to do? So I decided to spend my last $300 and go get a shotgun and go hunt. Now I started hunting. I wasn't fully successful in the beginning. I've done it before. I just had a couple years in between where I was a little rusty. But slowly I was bringing in meat. I was getting more and more successful. The whole entire time, I had no camo. I was in a pair of blue jeans, a white shirt, a black shirt, whatever I was wearing that day, that's what I was going out doing, or that's what I was going out wearing. I had to learn on my own how to be quiet, how to call in animals, how to be still, how to be patient, how to take my time on waiting for that perfect shot. As the years went by and I made more money and I had those successful years where I should have just put the money back for my harder years, I was immature and I spent my money on unnecessary items, like I said about yesterday's vlog, about gear that I probably don't need. If I were going to break down how successful I was with camo on or without camo on, I was more successful without camo. Maybe it's a coincidence, or maybe the years of learning on my own on how to basically hunt, how our grandfathers hunted for all these years. I think the camo helps, especially if you have a tendency of moving too much, which that falls in the line of hunting with your surroundings. I've said that before. If the wind is blowing, you have the opportunity of moving more, especially if that wind is blowing really rough. If it's very still outside, I think the camo helps to blend in a little bit and have a little bit more movement, but you still have to be still. I think that spending money on this amount of camo is unnecessary. I really think it is. Now, in my defense, all of these items I bought on clearance. I did not pay full price for. But at the same time, I feel really stupid on paying for them. Our grandfathers didn't need camo. They didn't. They freaking went out there in a pair of freaking jeans, a flannel shirt, a blue jean shirt, or whatever. Now, I will, and I haven't tested it yet. I would like to make a challenge of this, just wear an entire blue outfit. But I have heard that deer can see blue more than anything else, which, again, I'm in the middle of, considering the fact that I wore blue jeans, whether it's in the tree stand or still hunting, and was always successful when I went out or came across a deer. Yes, it is the next day, but I didn't like how I ended yesterday's vlog. Well, today's vlog. Yeah, sure. So I went ahead. I'm going to complete the ending this way. Do you need camo in order to hunt? I'm in the middle. I think it helps. But if I'm targeting hunters that were just like me, who don't know and don't have the thousands of dollars to go out there and dump on gear all the time. So if you only have the money for the weapon you have, and you at least have an article of clothing that somewhat matches the foliage around you or your surroundings of where you're hunting, that's fine. Just learn to stay still, learn to be quiet, learn to listen, learn to look around you constantly, and don't jerk like this. That right there, a deer can, or even a turkey, whatever you're hunting, can see it from a mile away. Over exaggerating on that, but they can see it from a far distance. They will spot you before you spot them. So you hunt with the wind. You hunt by your surroundings. If that wind is blowing, you hunt and you can move a little bit more. If that wind's not blowing, you need to stay a little bit more still. Move, but move at a super slow rate to where, I mean, it takes me, some of my hunts where the wind's not blowing, it takes me at least 45 minutes to make it at 50 yards. You know, you're moving and then you're sitting for about 10 minutes, making sure there's nothing in the area coming your direction, and you slowly move forward. So, in my personal opinion, you do not need camo to hunt. You don't. Or, like I said, our grandfathers hunted without camo, but they also learned to be still, learn to be quiet, learn to be patient. Don't rush your shots, you know. All the basics when it comes to hunting. If you want to spend money on camo, that's your money. That's you go right ahead. But like I said, I wish I didn't. I like my camo. I wear my camo. I have videos out the hind end with me wearing my camo. But I got used to wearing what I had on me regardless of what it was. I could wear a pink jumpsuit and go into a tree stand and a blind, or even still hunt in it. As long as you know how to hunt the area that you're hunting in my personal opinion, you're fine. You know, I actually tried finding old photos and videos of me still hunting in a white shirt and harvesting a deer. I tried finding the pictures of me, you know, I think I was in my uniform shirt, which was red, from work, and I harvested a turkey. I like my camo, not gonna lie, but you don't need it.